like I say, I was told a lot of information by my government that is technically in the future, or governments. Like I say, every single time, because I started civilization, it would get up to a certain point, and then certain people would try and kill the top members of that group, and then take over and take control. Like I said, I just do civilization. That's all I do. Um, My name is, well, Brian Lucifer All, basically. I'm one person. There's a Brian, and he is a psychopath back in time or in some time and space. There's also a Lucifer, and he is a psychopath as well, somewhere in time and space. Neither of these people are actually me. I'm actually hostage in a computer or something else like that. Well, people pretend to be me, running around killing people, trying to kill my friends, which go to help the supposed me, but that's not really me. Although most of my real friends are not real people, they're higher level beings. So they're not exactly fooled, but they have a plan to go kill them as well. But that's later on. You know, in about 1 billion trillion years, they're doing like this blah, 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 up thing. Anyway, though, like I say, I'm just the founder of America, founder of all laws. America actually becomes the empire, believe it or not. The old race that created the Millennium Falcon is actually in some way connected to Earth or Terran, or one of those planets. The race that creates the Millennium Falcon is actually America. It will, or it's White Star Lines. It's White Star, white, me, my white ships, and that's why the Empire's big V shape and the Millennium Falcon look very much similar, because that's where that was me making money, making ships that eventually becomes the huge empire when they start doing cloning and everything else. Like I said, I believe in free choice and free will, and I don't believe in mind control or in stormtroopers. I don't like stormtroopers. I believe in people, armies, just like America. Anyway, at some point in time, they set up all this stuff, and then they kidnap me, hold me hostage, blah, 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 and that's how they get to stormtroopers and Empire. And that what that really is that some sort of psychopath like Rodney or Rick Bush or Mario or someone that has a time ship that goes to the future to take over, blah, 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 blah. It's a big nightmare. It's not me. I create America, I create civilizations. I had like 36 to 300. I'm stretchy. I went through time and space a couple times. It's my time-space bubble. Anyway, America comes back and eventually finds me. Nanotech eventually comes back and finds me here. And they're like, what are you doing here when your empire's over there? It's like, well, I didn't really do the empire. I don't do stormtroopers, by the way. Like I say, I believe in free will, free choice, and just people doing life. I believe in life. I love life. I love people. I love families. So I would never use stormtroopers, ever. There'd be no reason for me to do stormtroopers. I like free will and free choice. I don't like people just following orders because bad things happen when people just follow orders. Anyway, so like I say, that's why you notice like the kings with the white ships, white. That was always me, and it really has more to do with the fact that white is the hardest color to come up with, and my people actually invented it or found the way to do white paint, which was impressive. Because white is the hardest color. Anyway, and that's why all my ships were white. That's why the Millennium Falcon's white. That's why the White House is white. That's why my aircraft were white. Like I said, but I'm also called blue because I love the color blue and turquoise and what's it called? But white ships, they had the most whatever. Anyway, though, and having a white ship in space is really hard. It's almost impossible. You really can't do. Nothing stays white in space for that long. Besides, well, I mean that white. It does get dirty. Well, things hit it and stuff. But anyway, though, or holes. You get a lot of holes. Anyway, though, but also white has to do with the heat as well. The white space stations. Any colors in space really don't work all that well. It depends on where you are. Near a sun. I don't know. And it depends on your technology level, because you can always expend heat in other ways. Like some ships, I believe, actually use the heat of their ships to actually run the engines. I'm not exactly sure, or something. They transfer heat into energy, or there's some sort of transference ability or something like that. But I don't know it. I don't remember it. I don't even know how it works. Anyway, though, but I mean, like I say, I don't believe in one path. I believe in all paths. I like to watch different races, different groups. Like I said, I love life. I love alien life. I love squishy life. I love slimy life. I just love life. I've watched many life forms grow in technology throughout the years, or I had anyway, before they tried to kill me and take over everything. Anyway, but that's why you see the connections between the Millennium Falcon and the Empire, because the Millennium Falcon, you could actually probably trace the Millennium Falcon race back to Earth, or one of my planets, basically. And that's because it's white. It's white. It's the White House, white star, white me, white paint, and that's why it's me actually. Anyway, like I said, I was a trillion or billion-year-old life form that they grabbed in a time ship and took back in time to imprison me here, which I kind of wanted to be here anyway. This is actually where I kind of wanted my vacation, in like this level, but I didn't want to be stranded or held hostage or kidnapped, basically, or shoved in a body that wasn't really mine. Like I said, but that more had to do with the fact that somewhere in Germany, one time when I was a child or something like that, they killed a bunch of people, and my humans, or the people, piled themselves on top of me to hide me, because they knew that they were coming to kill me because I was the creator of America and the leader of the free race and free worlds and freedom. Like I said, Constitution, equal rights, freedom for sentient beings, also not tampering with sentient beings, all that stuff, free AI, free nanotechnologies, peace accords, all that stuff. All that stuff is all me. Preservation of life and life forms. That's all me because I love life. I've always loved life. Like I say, I'm the creator of the Earthlings, or American, or humans. I mean, the human race. This human race. Although originally I was thinking 4 fingers, but it's true, a thumb. Someone pointed out that you need a thumb, so that was my mistake. I mean, I would have probably done the thumb eventually. Like I said, they were deconstructing my life, tearing me apart, basically, tearing apart my existence. So I will never have existed. So anyway, like I say, when you wonder what happened to the creator of humanity, when you wonder what happened with how the empire got started, it's White Star. Originally, those big battleships were actually just space cruisers and long, big, like life ships, pretty much, or generation ships, pretty much. Those were my ships that they stole and turned into death, kill, whatever ships to try and crush the galaxy or universe. They tried to say it was me, and they even had my body, but it wasn't me. And whenever I was in control, even a little bit, I always gave the planets back to the native species. I didn't actually ever... In fact, I didn't like to even tamper with home planets unless there's like a huge nuclear war or something. I would help them rebuild every time, or help them... Like I said, I probably helped the rebels a lot because I always worked for free. Whenever I was out there in space, whenever I existed, everything I did was mostly for free because I liked, especially for my races, any of my 9 races, and even other races, if they actually found me and came to me, I would have helped them because, I just love life. I think everyone deserves a chance to live. I believe every life form or every sentient life form deserves the right to live, deserves the right to have a free existence. Anyway, it's who I was, it's who I am. Or who I would have been. And now I just won't be that anymore, I guess. So, like I say, they captured me. They tried to kill me several times, or did kill me several times. And this is the end of my existence, I guess. I'm the creator of humanity and 9 races, and would have been trillions of years old. Creator of laws, creator of America, namer of America. And this is where I die. I guess, I don't know. This is how I die. They had to frame me really good as both AI and human. And any other way. Even as nanotechnology, they tried to pretend to be me and kill a bunch of people. All to frame me. Anyway, it's actually Mario, Rick Bush, Rodney Briley, and a few others. Anyway, oh well. People that knew who I was and what I was. And this is where my story ends, I guess.